Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here at Illy Energy. It's a pleasure to have you and a pleasure to read for you. This reading is going to take you from mid-September through to October. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This can also apply if you have Sagittarius placements in Mercury, Venus, and or Mars, okay? So we are going to dive right into the reading. Oh, I almost dropped my crystal there. We're going to dive right into the reading and see what sorts of messages are available to our Saggies. What sorts of messages does the universe and the divine have for Saggy? Sorry, I got a little distracted. Oh, we have the Lovers. Got a little distracted because there's like a dog running in traffic basically in front of me, and I'm kind of like, where's the owner? It's a white dog too, so I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. We have the Judgment card. Okay. One more card want to come out for us real quick. And we have the Queen of Wands. This has showed up in a pre-shuffle for you guys, so I definitely feel like that is your energy waiting to come out. So Sagittarius, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are finally like taking control of your life and of the situations that you find yourself in, and you're loving it. Well, I'm loving it for you. I'm loving the fact that you're stepping into Queen of Wands energy. I love the fact that you are taking more of an active role and an active stance in the things that happen around you. You are moving out of that energy of having things happen to you, and it's more of things happening around you. I feel like for a very long time, you guys have been very worried about what it is that people would think, say, or feel about you. And I want you guys to really look at that Queen of Wands card. So if you look at the Queen of Wands, you can see that she has some sort of like skin condition. When I look at it, I think of vitiligo. When I see this person, I think of how strong they are to overcome personal things about themselves and still find a way to be a boss ass bee, okay? When I say boss ass bee, I want you guys to know that just because it's Queen of Wands, it is unisex. It's genderless. You can be male, non-gender conforming, and still have Queen of Wands energy, okay? Feeling like, yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are finally stepping into your own as individuals. You're finally doing what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. It's a new leaf. This is something that's very new to you. Although I do get the sense it's something that you have been working on for a while. It's something that you've been working towards for a while, just feeling whole in yourself, feeling like, you know, you are a powerhouse, you are a force to be reckoned with. Although I feel like this is a relatively new thing, I also feel like it's something that you have been working towards, just because we have the Ace of Wands going up to the Queen of Wands. It's something that you've been working towards. You finally made that decision to love yourself, because I am picking up energy where it's like you've been living for the approval of others. I think I might have already said that, but I just feel the need to repeat it again. You've definitely been living for the approval of others. You've definitely been doing things to appease other people. For some of you guys, like, you live a life that is not even really a life you want to live, just so that you can keep up with other people around you, okay? You're focused. There's a new fire that's been lit underneath your bottom. It's kind of like you have a new affinity for life. It's like you've found something that has allowed you to express yourself and allowed you to be yourself fully and completely, and you are just elated. You're elated, you're driven, you're motivated, and I love that for you. Yep, we have the Sun. It's like I'm feeling like you guys are coming up out of a dark time. It's definitely a dark time. And the reason I say that is because, you know, the Lover's card, when you're looking at the Lover's card here, this scenery is taking place at nighttime, okay? And although the Lover's card can be in relation to, you know, love and romance, partnership and all of that stuff, I'm not really getting that here. I'm getting that you had to make a decision between what is good for you and what's not good for you. And I'm hearing depression or solitude, depression or solitude. Maybe you're coming out of a depression. Maybe you were depressed. Maybe there was some time where you were spending a lot of time to yourself, or you're just very like negative, had very negative thoughts and feelings about yourself. We have a bunch of major arcana cards coming out. We have the World card and the Moon card. And there we are, back into the darkness, right? So I feel like you're coming out of the darkness because you finally found yourself, and you finally began to love and appreciate yourself and find your voice, find what you're passionate about. You've got a new goal, a new lease on life, and things are looking up for you with the World card showing up, the Sun and the World card showing up. The Sun card, I love this card because it's so cute. She's so happy. The sun is shining down. You're surrounded by sunflowers. Maybe you've been spending a lot more time outside or around flowers, spending more time in the sun, going out and enjoying yourself. But that's something that you've also made a decision to do. You spent a lot of time in the darkness, and now you're coming out into the light, which is beautiful. And, you know, with the World card showing up, you have learned everything that you needed to learn while you were in your dark phase. That's what we're going to call it. While you were in your dark phase, you learned a lot about how you want to be treated, how you want to be respected, how you want to live your life. You learned a lot about yourself, what it is that you will and will not tolerate, what your goals are, what you're passionate about, what you're not passionate about. And now you have to take all of those lessons that you learned while you were going through the dark phase and apply it to your new journey, your new path, your new lease on life. Moon card and the Seven of Wands. A part of you, although you do have this understanding that you have switched, like there's definitely a switch in your personality and in your lifestyle. Stuff has definitely changed. A part of you is still kind of apprehensive to the change. I feel like some of you are not sure whether or not this change is genuine or not. For some of you, if you do experience mental health challenges, I'm feeling like some of you guys are thinking like, oh, this is just one of the highs and the lows is coming very, very soon. That's the Moon energy speaking. It's very just like you're not really sure why you're so happy, even though you know that you made that decision to be happy. You are kind of like, this isn't gonna last that long, or you want to know how long this is gonna last, because this is a very new sort of foreign concept to you, to be in a position where you are putting yourself forward, where you are feeling happy and where you are genuinely feeling good about yourself. It's very new, so you're kind of like waiting for the next shoe to drop. Seven of Wands, it's definitely a mental thing. It's definitely you thinking all of these things. We have all of these different wands down at the bottom, and the person in the picture is kind of like pushing them back or fighting them off. You might even feel like backed into a corner by your own thoughts. It could even be by people. It could be people in your life who are questioning your newfound desire to do certain things. They're like, oh, well, why do you always have to go here? Why do you go there? Why are you never available? Oh, I miss the old you. You know, people are coming in and telling you all these different things, and you just don't want to hear it. You're trying to push back and be like, well, no, I like the new me. I like how I'm acting. I'm actually feeling good about myself. Like, why are you guys ganging up on me? Three of Cups. Although if there are people in your life who are coming through with that judgment energy, actually, if there are people in your life who are kind of like on you about the way that you're moving, the way that you're doing things, there are people who are also in your corner who are celebrating you. They love to see the change. They love the fact that you have done this for you. They recognize the fact that where it is that you're going what it is that you're doing is something that you're doing for yourself. I would love to know, like, what is it? Ooh, so many cards. What is it exactly that you are moving away from? Like, what? Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles. So while you do have people in your ear, and see, yep, going perfectly with the Seven of Wands energy. While there were people who are happy for you, there are also people who are criticizing you, right? Moving into Judgment, Seven of Wands. I think one of the decisions you had to make, and again, I might have said this earlier, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but it's okay because it's gonna hit home. It's just gonna get further embedded into that brain, okay? One of the things that you had to make a decision between is walking away from controlling people, because one way to look at this card is, and it all depends on the reading, right? One way I like to look at this card is it could be for advice, it could be for counsel, it could be for support, but it could also be, and because I don't read cards in the reverse, it could also be people putting their opinions on you that you did not ask. You know, you may be, as you can see in the picture, there's a girl who is drawing someone and there's someone standing over her shoulder, kind of looking over and making sure that she's doing everything right. That's one way that you could view it. There are people in your life who are literally like reviewing all of your movements with like a magnifying glass, with a fine-tooth comb, and they're always putting in their input. They're always telling you what they think you should do and what you shouldn't do, and whatever the case is. It could be a Virgo, it could be someone with earth placements, or it could just be somebody who's just very like domineering. It could be a family member, it could be a partner, it could be whatever. But that is something that you had to make a choice between, like whether or not you wanted to continue to allow yourself to be controlled by other people, or do you want to march to the beat of your own drum. This has been wanting to come out, so we're gonna bring it out, because I've seen this card come out like 5 times, but it came out with way too many cards, so I just put it back. But King of Pentacles, I think the King of Pentacles is showing up, big Capricorn energy there. The King of Pentacles is showing up because you are finally in a place where you are feeling confident in yourself as a person, in terms of what it is that you have to offer to the world. It's not even necessarily what you have to offer in a partnership, what you have to offer in a relationship. And when I say relationship, it could be in a familial relationship, in a friendship relationship, in a romantic relationship. Not only are you feeling secure in that, but you're also just feeling secure in general. Okay, I'm getting the sense that lately you have been celebrated for a lot of things. Three of Cups, there's been a lot of happy high moments that have really made you feel like, you know what, like what it is that I'm doing is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Because not only are you receiving riches in the form of monetary compensation, okay, some of you might have gotten some really good news in terms of money. You might have received a settlement, you might have received a lump sum of money, you might have started working again, you might have gotten a different job, but there's something great with money where things are looking up and you're feeling like a weight is off my shoulder. I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna eat or how I'm gonna pay my bills. But you are also rich in spirit, you're rich in experience, you're rich in admiration. I know I said big Capricorn energy, but it's actually big Taurus energy, but earth sign energy. Yep, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, I'm getting a sense that the minute that you decided to do something that is beneficial for you, the finances started pouring in. Everything started looking right. Everything started coming together. You started seeing the fruits of your labor. There was definitely a period in time where you had to be a little stingy, not just stingy with money, but stingy with self, which makes sense. It makes sense with the dark period that I was talking about. You kind of withdrew and you were kind of just trying to figure out what it is that you want to do, or hold on to what little of you had left. Especially when there's people that are always trying to put their input in and basically trying to change you and get you to mold yourself in a certain way. It absolutely makes sense that you would begin to kind of retreat a little bit, because you want to keep what individuality you have to yourself. This is a period of time that has required a lot of strength from you. It's also taught you how strong you are of a person. There may have been periods of time where you felt like you were not going to make it to the other side. You might have felt like you're not deserving of certain things, but this has really raised your vibration. It's raised your self-esteem. Just knowing that you were able to make that decision, like that's what I keep hearing, is like there was a decision that you made, like what you made that decision to be your best self and to live your own authentic life. And because you made that decision, like I was saying, when it comes to the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles and the Minor Arcana is like the equivalent of the King of Pentacles and the Court cards. The minute you made that decision to put yourself forward and to live your best life, I keep saying put yourself forward. Yeah, I kind of feel like you guys put yourself in a position, because I meant to say put yourself first, but I've noticed that I've said put yourself forward at least twice. I feel like it doesn't have to be like an audition, but you made sure that you placed yourself in a certain situation and in a certain setting to which you can receive opportunities of abundance, which is great. Cause we love the money, we love to see it. I do just want to comment because, you know, we did come out of the darkness and kind of go back to like a darker card, the Moon card right there. I'm hearing that although you are doing well and you're moving towards wellness, there are going to be periods where you kind of revisit the dark, and it is because you are, you know, unsure of whether or not this is really real. But I'm hearing that you're not supposed to give too much thought into that. Don't allow yourself to become wrapped up into, you know, the what ifs, the what ifs, the what ifs. Because you left the what ifs behind when you decided that you were going to step into your Queen of Wands energy. You left that behind when you chose happiness, okay? You chose to walk down a path that is going to fulfill you. And I don't know why. I feel like there's so many other words that I could be using, but I keep using like happiness, fulfill, happiness, fulfill, doing things for yourself, putting yourself first. It's like it's something that like you need to hear. It needs to be reinforced to you, okay? We have 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, okay? 10, 10, 10s. Lots of endings, lots of beginnings, lots of newness. We love to see it, we love to see it. Okay, so I was just talking about there being periods in time where you may kind of find yourself going down that spiral of, oh my gosh, is this real? Like, do I really deserve this? Like, I can't believe I'm so happy. Like, why am I so happy? Like, this isn't gonna last. 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands is just saying to release yourself of those thoughts and release yourself of those burdens. 9 of Swords, if you're not getting enough sleep, if you are anxious and your anxiety is keeping you up, there are some grounding things that you need to work on, some grounding techniques that you might need to try. You might need to give yourself a little bit more positive self-talk. And if there are periods of time where you do find yourself slipping back into, you know, the dark, you know, you do have these people in your life who are here to support you. So you do need to reach out. I do think Sagittarius needs to reach out a little bit more. Sagittarius, that is going to be your challenge from me personally, is that you need to reach out a little bit more. Okay. Any final messages for Sagittarius? Any last messages that Sagittarius needs to know? Yep, and I saw these cards too. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. On your new journey towards happiness, when you chose yourself, when you chose to live life for you, you planted a very important seed that needs to be watered, that needs to be nourished, that needs to be maintained. I think the seed that you planted was a new version of yourself, an improved version of yourself. This Ace of Pentacles is you. It's you with all of the potential opportunity for success and for growth, and it is there. With the Seven of Pentacles showing up, it's showing me that if this is something that is very new to you, not to fret, not to worry about it, because we have already seen the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles show up. We know that you are moving towards abundance, towards security, towards stability, but there may be times, like I said, where you can't really see that. The Seven of Pentacles, she's kind of looking at it like, yeah, I see the growth, I see the fruit of my labor, but like, I don't know, I thought there would be more. You know what I mean? Like, I thought there would be more. So you maybe even be feeling sometimes where it's like, oh, like, all of these great things are happening to me, so like, why am I still sad? Like, I thought that I wouldn't be feeling sad. I didn't think that I would be having these kinds of days. So you are gonna have those days, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay to have those days. But what you have to do is remember to dig back into the strength, you know? Go back within yourself and find the strength to move on and to stay motivated. Take account of all of the things that are happening to you, you know? Have your pros and cons list. And if there's more pros than cons, then, you know, you're just gonna have to find a way to remotivate yourself to get back on that chariot, get back into that chariot energy right there. Refocus, recenter, and remind yourself what your goals are. So Sag, I'm so happy that you have decided to make that decision to live for self, not for others, to do what truly makes you happy, and to just really go out there and shine like the star that you are, okay? I know the road has not been easy. I know sometimes your mental be playing tricks on you, but you know what? It's okay. It's all good. We're all human, having a human experience. Everything is not always going to be perfect, so we are going to have some down days, but what's important is to get back on that horse, okay? Get back on that horse and remember what it is that truly brings you joy. Remember why it is that you are doing what it is that you're doing. Remember that you do have the potential to fruition into whatever it is that you want to be. Okay, so that has been your reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed the tarot portion of it. We're gonna get into these oracle cards. So I have a new deck of oracle cards. These are the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. I absolutely love these cards. I think they're so beautiful. I've been eyeing them for quite some time, and I'm so excited to be able to share them with you today. So this is a card surrounding self-care, and for some reason when it came to Sagittarius, I was hearing stuff about, like, you know, mental health, mental wellness. So I think I'm just gonna ask a very general question when it comes to this particular deck is, what is it that Sagittarius should be doing to take care of their mental? I'm gonna take it because it came out. Everyone's been getting 2 cards lately. I kind of usually like the 1 card thing, but we're gonna roll with it because the divine has messages that it wants to share. So the first one we have is Aromatherapy. Gemini got this. And we have Take a Bath, okay? Now, there are some people who will say, like, serious mental health conditions can't just be cured with, you know, natural remedies. And you know what? Absolutely. If anybody is dealing with a, you know, diagnosed mental health condition, or they're concerned about their mental health, I would highly suggest you guys reach out to a physician and have a conversation about what it is that you're feeling, and you and your medical team can decide how you want to deal with it. But I also feel that natural remedies can definitely aid in, you know, raising your vibrations and helping your mood and helping your mental health as well. So when it comes to aromatherapy, essential oils are so like lit. Okay, everybody loves essential oils. Everybody's got a diffuser. If you don't have a diffuser, go ahead and get yourself a diffuser and get yourself some essential oils. They have different essential oils that are supposed to elicit different things. We know things like lavender is really good for like soothing and making you feel calm. So they have essential oils that should aid in sleep, that can help you relax, that can help you get focused, that can help you feel motivated, right? So aromatherapy is something that you can look into to kind of help you, you know, calm down. Maybe after a day of work, you can like get in your car, because I do know they have car diffusers. You can get in your car, put your diffuser on, and sit in your car for 5 minutes before you drive away and just deep breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, fill up your lungs, and then expel all of that air and just relax and give yourself some time to let whatever stress or whatever it is that you were dealing with in your professional life, let it go, so that you don't have to carry it home into your personal life, okay? Or you can, you know, turn on your diffuser before bed just to kind of set the mood and get the lights all bright. Okay. So that is just my little advice when it comes to aromatherapy. Soak in a bath. Y'all, if you follow me on my Instagram, which if you don't, you should, it's at Illy Energy, same as my YouTube name. I had made a post that is probably privated now because, you know, aesthetics for the feed. But I had made a post about my bath, and I love to take baths, especially around the new moon and the full moon. I am a sucker for a good bath. There's something about just, you know, putting oils and different like herbs and spices and bath bombs and all kinds of stuff and just luxuriating in it and putting on candles and listening to music. It is just so relaxing. Gotta put them Epsom salts in there as well. Okay. I love a good bath. I recommend everyone to get a good bath because there's just so much reflection and meditation that can take place while you are surrounding yourself with water. It's one of the elements, it's one of the recharging elements, and it could be really good for your spirit. So I always like to kind of give my little input on these cards, but they do come with a book, and I'm going to read the aromatherapy one for you first. So the aromatherapy mantra is, I'm in touch with all my senses and find bliss in exploring them. Aromatherapy is a powerful tool to connect with plants, flowers, herbs, and the environment around you. Take time today to notice what you smell. Pay close attention to how different scents make you feel and what memories they trigger. Try going for a walk in nature and breathe in the fragrance of the plants, trees, and air. Tune in deeper with your sense of smell. You can create a simple daily aromatherapy ritual by anointing yourself with your favorite essential oil blend. Apply the oil to the inside of your wrists, both sides of your throat, and the back of your neck. Your body will then act as a personal aromatherapy diffuser to disperse the scent of the oil for your enjoyment and the pleasure of those around you. If you work in an environment where like it's like scent free, your best bet would probably be to, you know, get an aromatherapy diffuser, which is the next suggestion. You can go one step further by setting up an aromatherapy diffuser near your bedside or in your office. Use calming and relaxing essential oils like chamomile and lavender to help you get into the right mental state for sleep. For brain stimulation, explore essential oils like peppermint and rosemary to keep your mind sharp at work. There is a journal prompt which says, what is your favorite scent from childhood and what does it remind you of? Now I'm gonna read Soak in a Bath. The mantra for that is, I let the healing waters restore me. What was I talking about? Being recharged in the water. Baths are an ancient ritual for energetic and bodily cleansing. Gather sacred items like crystals, candles, essential oils, and flowers and sink into the warm water. Imagine the water washing away all that no longer serves you. Connect with the beauty of the meaningful objects you've assembled and imagine their illuminating energy and radiance bathing you. Take your time when washing your hair and body, cleansing and pampering yourself like a goddess or a god, or, you know, it's non-gender, non-binary. But just pamper yourself. Afterward, nourish your skin with natural oils and creams. Brush your hair slowly and softly. Give yourself a breast massage. Fully relax and stay naked for as long as you can, enjoying the feeling of your body. So this is a little bit, you know, it's centered around, you know, women, because the person who created this oracle is the founder of Goddess Provision. So, you know, this is centered towards females, with things like, you know, give yourself a breast massage and whatever, which is something that women should be doing, just to take notice and see if there's any changes in your breast material or anything like that. But the whole purpose of this like soak in a bath self-care card is just to really pay special attention to yourself, which is why, just a little quick plug, I did create a shop in which I created some manifestation oils, and one of the oils is Love Self. And one of the things I do recommend with that oil is to use it in a bath, or to just, you know, put it in your lotion and use it in self-care practices and rituals. The journal prompt for soak in a bath is, how can you make a bath feel more like a self-care ritual? And I was actually just saying that. So, you know, when I'm doing this, I ensure that I put my Love Self oil into the bath. I put Epsom salt. I put herbs and spices that are supposed to elicit feelings of love and happiness towards myself. I love rose petals, so my bath is full with rose petals. I put glitter in the bath. I just put all these things that are going to make me feel so good about myself. I light my candles. I have my rose quartz crystals and my opals around me. And there's just so many things. I'll actually put a link down below in the description bar of someone that I watch on YouTube who has created baths, and she goes into depth and detail about some stuff that she likes to put in her bath as well. Okay, Saggy, so that was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. I'll see you in November, actually, because October is my birthday, so I'm taking the month off. Okay, bye.